or on the same team, taking home big Ws, and now they're able to translate that onto the stage of a major tournament. Also, I like how we're going FGC style, hopping right into winner's bracket first for this top 8. Not something you see every
yeah, no
every
losers
Smash
top 8
tournament.
to start. I just realized. Oh.
Well, I look great in my Sheikah garb.
I look great.
I gotta say, man, your figure is really impressive.
Like, I've been working on it. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know when the screen's gonna switch.
Well,
either way, we saw the next 4 competitors walk on the screen, so we could talk about it a little bit. I didn't know VoiD and Cosmos were teaming.
yeah.
I know they're very good friends, so it doesn't surprise me that they would team. And I believe they teamed at some big event in the past and
Smash
did pretty
Splash.
well. Yeah.
Yep, and I think they got second place behind Mistaken Ally, actually. So definitely a solid team worthy of anyone's respect and fear. We're going to see a classic Sheik plus power character combo
Corrin,
once
right there,
again.
all the hitboxes, that's all you need to say about Corrin, honestly. The hitboxes, it's a plus that they're really strong the way that they are, but the range that she covers, it's so perfect for Sheik because Sheik is so good at covering the ground with her frame data and the needles that we were just talking about. And then Corrin, if you ever decide to jump to get away from Sheik, she's right there. She can just pin you back down to the ground, up air, fair, nair, all that.
Yeah, God help you if you're in the air against her. Up air really just covers the entire universe.
Just get away from it. If you were there in the first place, you've been playing too long.
And then, of course, on the other side, we're going to have MkLeo and Anti Team Mexico and Honorary Mexico as well. So they're going to be rocking Bayonetta and Mario. That's what they've been seeing success in the bracket with so far. But, of course, we know Leo as a man who wears many hats, and not just the Cloud hat. He's got Bayonetta, he's got Marth, he's got Lucina coming out a bit more recently, namely against Captain L and Raito at CEO.
Yep.
And then he also just has all these rogue, weird counterpicks like Lucario and Charizard and Roy that could come out at any time if he feels the heat. Against a team like Sheik and Corrin, couldn't blame him if he wanted to switch off of Bayonetta. Those are two characters that typically do very well against her.
Yeah, I was about to say he could get suppressed a lot. Same with Anti playing Mario.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how the counterpicks come out from them because they are two very they're players known for the counterpick basically. So we're going to see what happens going into this set. We're getting right into it. Smashville for game 1. Sheik Corrin, like we said, from VoiD and Cosmos, and Mario Bayonetta from MkLeo and Anti.
And MkLeo and Anti almost took an early trip to the losers bracket in quarterfinals. They had a Game 3 set against Light and Dawn that was a little bit too close for comfort. By the way, Light and Dawn did not make the top 8, so just like to issue a correction from what I said before. Supergirl, Kells, and Jay defeated them 2-1 to make it here. Either way, oh, no way, that cape actually hit him.
That looks so weird because he was still next to ledge, but I guess the frame rule still came into effect because the cape hit him. I didn't know that worked like that. Okay.
That may have been the case, or just the magnet hands are lesser from behind and it wasn't enough range. But yeah, Anti got him with the few frames of cape that are active before he like cancels that animation of ledge grab too.
Right.
So that was extra weird. Oh, no way!
Please tell me it was intentional. Please say it was intentional. It hits his shield, the hitbox stays out to outrange, or outlast rather, the get up animation and still hit him on ledge.
And if Cosmos did a drop off second jump onto the stage, that would also
still would have hit him.
Yeah, there's no retention of invincibility in this game.
Sick.
Unlike all the rest of the Smash games, before Ultimate, that is. But yeah, that's an old school strategy, man. Going back to Melee, husband and wife used to run that, where wife would run forward with Peach and block, and then husband tipper forward smashes him through with Marth. Love seeing classic stuff make a comeback.
What just happened?
What? Stocks are spilling all over right now. We were talking about how Leo and Anti may not even go with this character composition, and they're out here to prove us wrong. I feel like that's the thing. That's the cool thing to do, is these players know that we're going to say something on commentary and just want to make us really, really dumb.
That's the most VoiD stock I've seen in quite a long time. He was edge guarding, and then all of a sudden he was in the blast zone. Like, I don't know what happened to him. Someone please say VoiD.
We got some back and forth combos there from VoiD and Cosmos, but is it enough to answer what MkLeo and Anti have been putting up? I don't think so. The output is just too great right now.
Yeah, their stock count has been doubled as this game has gone on, and they are both at kill percent right now. Sheik at 91 now, Corrin at 125, and they are both at the mercy of MkLeo and Anti respectively. Up smash going to take care of Cosmos, and the back air is going to get VoiD in a 4-stock game 1.
That was ridiculous.
It was a weird 4-stock, albeit, but adjustments still have to be made.
I don't know. After that opening, these guys are going to have to completely overhaul their strategy, I would say. And it's not even so much that they went in with the wrong game plan. It's just that when you are fighting against players of this caliber, MkLeo especially, the best player in the world currently, officially, after so long of being on the cusp.
People have been saying it, but now they have something to look at. They're like, no, he is the best player.
Best active player in the world. Let's put it that way, because we don't want to get into any hairy debates. Oh, man, and he's showing you why with the best character in the world. He can do a lot of damage, too.
All right, Town and City is going to be the pick for Game 2. I imagine this was the pick from VoiD and Cosmos because they wanted more space. Smashville, very, very condensed stage. All the action is right there, smack in the middle of the map. There's nowhere to really escape. But now you have... Okay.
That was... You never know with Town and City, man.
I was afraid. But now you have platforms. You have a wider stage at the expense of the blast zone. So let's see how that comes into play.
Right, there's going to be some early deaths, which could be risky against Bayo. And, of course, Mario's perennially threatening up smash. You don't want to be giving them any lower of a ceiling than you can afford to. But that said, I agree that the general concept of open space is great for Sheik. We saw Mars and VoiD make a similar counter pick and it paid off for them. But that was a crucial mistake. I don't know if it was Corrin's up air that killed Sheik or Bayonetta's, but either way.
Either way, yeah.
A kill and a witch time.
The fact that he got the kill and was still able to witch time. Oh, it didn't hit. That was... I feel like that was an adjusted recovery from Leo because I've seen that double bouncing fish hit so many people. But after the tech, he waited slightly to do his witch twist just so the bouncing fish kickback wouldn't hit him.
Yeah, sometimes it's just that you get caught mashing, and that can put you into the step ahead that someone like VoiD would be reading. Okay, got a much better start here for the blue team, but
infinitely better.
With the advent of that Bayonetta combo starting, I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold on to it. Anti as well, just hanging on to life. Dude, Leo and Anti, two double specialists, by the way. Long before Leo was ranked first in singles, we had scouted him as probably the best doubles player in the world.
I would still say he's the best doubles player in the world, honestly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
The amount of people he's able to... Please don't kill him. All right. The amount of people he's able to team with and just have wild success, even if he's not winning the tournament, you're not going to see him outside of the top 3, top 4. Doesn't matter who he's teaming with.
And he has significantly more first-place finishes than anything else.
Right.
But we'll see. This is the real test if he's able to win a major without Cloud. Even though it's Bayonetta, you know, she's not banned in this format, and she's not the clear-cut best character in doubles either. So I know there are a lot of naysayers out there who say, you know, without limit, you would be nothing, Leo. It's just ridiculous. But Cosmos and VoiD, man, they're looking... Oh, that didn't... Well, they're looking like they're going to possibly lose the stock because of Witch Time. But still significantly healthier than the last time. Oh, and
that
Cosmos,
was interesting.
Yeah, throwing that one. Maybe trying to catch some kind of raw landing from Anti, but, I mean, he was at 30%.
Who knows?
Also, it is easy in the heat of the moment, even if you're a top global player, to accidentally look at the wrong percent gauge because you're trying to focus on the fight.
That's actually very true. You just see someone's at high percent, you're like, all right, maybe it's you. I haven't checked. But, oh, it wasn't you. I'll try again next time.
Yeah, you gotta weigh the risk versus reward on that. Oh, and Corrin's slow pummel allowing Leo to mash out. That could have been a significant combo opportunity for Cosmos and VoiD. They had the position.
Real quick, right before VoiD died, I wanted to talk about how long he's making that stock stretch before he got hit with that double fair in the air. 139 on Sheik. That's a really good stock.
On Town versus this character composition.
Yes.
But now we have Leo just hanging out and watching Anti go for those down throw auto combos on VoiD. Oh, slipping underneath the neutral air from Sheik with Mario's up air too. Beautiful air-to-airs by Anti, showing his Street Fighter background perhaps.
And there's going to be the stock from VoiD. He had a long stock the last one, but then this one not nearly as much. And now Cosmos is by himself to take 3 stocks at 169, and the super jump punch is just going to do it. More adjustments? Maybe?
They got an extra stock this time.
Yeah.
And they had a significantly better start. So I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place for VoiD and Cosmos. But if they're doing better by 1 stock every game, by game 3, that's not a victory yet. So
you have to speed up the process at this point. Or elongate the set. Either one.
Yeah, and I don't even think a character switch is in the cards for either of these guys. VoiD's got a couple hot secondaries. Fox, Mewtwo, Roy
ZSS.
even. ZSS, yeah. All available to him. But Cosmos pretty much through and through Corrin specialist, and I believe she's one of the best characters in doubles without a second thought.
For free.
So there's no reason for him to switch. And the same goes for VoiD. I mean, he's one of the 2 best Sheiks in the world. Stick to the formula. Just try to win neutral at the beginning more and keep that momentum going. But already we see VoiD finding himself in one of those classic Bayonetta B-move bonanzas.
Big move bonanzas.
Sounds like it could be a Donkey Kong level.
Definitely, yeah. So right at the start, we have relatively even percents. Nobody's really been getting beat up like we've seen in the past couple of games at the start. But we're gonna see how long it takes to change because, yeah, because of that.
What time is it, baby?
Switch time. Okay, he got out.
Not time to go off the top yet, though. Yeah, that STI down from Cosmos is gonna spare his life, and that air dodge almost costing him it.
I don't know how he got away with that. A lesser player definitely would have got clapped up for doing the exact same thing.
Yes.
All right. So Cosmo's going to have to take that second lease on life that he has, convert it into a stock, place his team in the lead maybe. Because I don't think blue team has really had like a lead this entire set. Like they've been competitive at the starts of the games, but then when it just rolls out of control, they always end up being behind. All right, up air conversion. There you go. They got the stock. Oh! They got the chomp. All right, that's a 2-stock lead.
Even without the Dragon Fang shot itself, still going to come through. So Cosmos and VoiD, let's see how they're able to play with the lead, how long they can maintain it for. Actually, the balloon adding some hit lag to Leo there. I believe that cost him a follow-up on VoiD that could have resulted in a stock too. So lucky break, but we'll take it. Ooh, Leo trying to raw read all of these rolls into the center of the stage. Just throwing the up smashes out preemptively. He knows he's got anti to back him up in the event that he misses anyway, so it's pretty smart risk management. This guy's like 17 years old. He's probably better with finances than most people in
a
these
lot of people in the building. All right, Cosmos going to escape that death combo, and he's still up on the top platform. So did he really escape death?
I mean, we'll find out very shortly. There goes VoiD.
All right, there he goes. Finally back down to the ground. VoiD losing his first stock, so now we're at 4 stocks apiece.
All right, they're still hanging on here. They just got to keep VoiD healthy, make sure Cosmos doesn't get overwhelmed while trying to edgeguard Bayonetta. She's one of those characters that's great at turning the tables on you from the disadvantageous position. You
have to be so careful because a reverse switch can dispel Doom for so many characters in this game, especially if you expend your dump during an edgeguard.
Oh, finally air dodge. There we go.
And blue team staying in the lead right here, retaining the momentum. That's what we wanted to see when the stocks evened out at 4 apiece instead of 6 apiece. Can they get the momentum shift like they did on the first set of stocks? Yeah, and it looks like they're doing it right now.
Have to hold on to it. That lead isn't going to mean much without the proper longevity. There we go. VoiD just demolishing anti and a banish for good measure.
Oh. I know he would not have been happy if he ended up dropping the edgeguard because Leo interrupted it, but he made sure to clean it up. And Leo cleans up that stock, reading the ledge roll with the up smash. No.
He's dead, right?
Yeah. Oh, supercharged.
Man. Even after the nerf, if you cape that, it'll still probably do the job. So now we have even stocks once again. Percents virtually irrelevant for Bayonetta if she gets the clean breakaway, but that's the struggle in doubles. It's why she's not viewed as so polarizing here. We'll see if Cosmos and VoiD are able to protect each other properly. They could just clean this one up, and we'll see a 4th game in the set.
All right, VoiD and Anti fighting on the right side. Cosmos trying to get the stock overlay on the left side, and he finally gets it. And now it's down to the 2v1 against Anti. Anti is super comfortable against Sheik. He says it plenty of times. This is one of his favorite matchups. But Mario Corn, the teammate right there, bad matchup. It's going to be tough for Anti to pull up this 2v1. And just as I say that, he's not going to be able to do it. Falling for the up air, and VoiD and Cosmos are finally on the board.
Yeah, with that top platform smash, or sorry, Town and City as your starting point for the combo, you're going to see some real early deaths where forward tilt up air would not normally KO and still link. All of a sudden, you're good to go. So I think Town and City just an overall very strong pick for Sheik in that regard. I know VoiD likes it a lot. It's also, of all the Sheik players, the one that lands that tipper up smash the most consistently too. So even though that didn't come into play yet in the set, it's something that's on the table. So I don't think Anti and Leo are going to voluntarily counterpick the Town and City at all either. They've got counterpick advantage for the rest of the set too. If we should see a game 5, they'll get to decide exactly what ground we'll be fighting on. Now it's Lilac Cruise, which isn't really ground at all because we're in space.
Yeah, we're picking banned stages. That's incredible.
No comment from the High Council.
All right, so right off the bat, red team looking to make a statement. Our last game was a fluke. We're taking this game like right back. 73% already on VoiD, 81 just as I say that.
And that's super tough because where Sheik is supposed to excel is not getting hit. Right. Once she does get hit, not exactly a top tier character.
Yeah, that's the flaw in her her support role. She's such a good support character. One of the best, if not the best. Nobody will disagree with that. But when she starts getting a hit, it's very difficult for her to get back in the game and actually start to play it safely because then she has to worry about random kill moves. She can't be as interactive. And
Jesus, what has happened in the past 20 seconds, though? Like, it started with VoiD getting beaten up, and then all of a sudden everyone is beaten up.
VoiD's trying to make up the deficit.
Yeah.
Gravity's into the up smash, and
please gonna tech that. Oh, he's gonna save you an SD in the process. Great stage. Glad it's legal. Here we go.
So I love how he witch time Cosmos, right? He starts back airing him. He's like, oh man, he has to die here. Cosmos lives, and then Lilat just kills him. That's what you get. Don't ever press down B again.
Well, anyway, I mean, can you really be mad when it's Bayo that gets Lilat? I don't know. I feel so conflicted right now. But either way, all jokes aside, we're just having a good time, guys. Don't take it too seriously. We've got a really close set, and this is looking like a potential Game 5 if VoiD and Cosmos are able to replicate the way they were playing last game. They didn't get caught by any or many roof combos whatsoever. Right. Capitalize on this SD from Leo. Take it in stride. And of course, just homie stock.
Give the SD back.
I don't know why VoiD was running off the stage in the first place, though.
He's been doing that a lot this set, where he's just been using the off-stage portion of the screen just to avoid moves.
Yeah.
And he was doing the same thing that he was in the earlier games. He just happened to mess up the execution this time, and that could be a very costly mistake. Dude,
all right, well,
but
it just learned the stage.
You saw the stage move.
I did. You should have learned that would have happened.
Why is the stage alive?
Well, anyway, we've got VoiD and Cosmos down to their final stocks of the winner's bracket here.
You ever watch that scary movie where the house comes alive and starts eating people? Like, that's basically what just happened.
I haven't, but now I have. So, anyway, it's looking like this is a pretty much impossible 2v1 no matter who you are. MkLeo and Anti. Oh, I have the power of Lilat on your side, maybe.
What is happening? This is the weirdest game of the set so far.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But, I don't know. It went from a fully even 4-stock game apiece to all of a sudden 4 stocks to 1. And I'm not really sure when the momentum changed.
Oh, I think it was the stage killing VoiD at 6%.
But it could have been that. It could have been Cosmos racking up all that damage in between the 2 stocks that VoiD lost.
True.
But either way, the momentum is completely gone. Red team has it back in their favor, and they had the set in their favor. They're going to wrap it up 3-1.
Well, you hate to see that kind of thing happen, to say the least. They were on fire at the beginning of that match. Well, VoiD was on fire, like getting lit up, and then they rallied it back up. But then, unfortunately, Lilat Cruz does what it does, and a couple stocks out the window that way. VoiD also just dropping a stock of his own accord with the burst grenade instead of bouncing fish input.
Right.
So, can't fault the stage for that one.
They really didn't play that game with a full 6 stocks, I feel like.
No, they didn't.
Whereas Red Team, they didn't need to because they only lost 1 stock apiece.
Right. But Lilat did happen to MkLeo at the beginning as well. So
it was happening to everyone not named Anti pretty much. Yeah. But when you don't have the extra insurance, basically.
Right.
It's a lot harder to actually play the game out because then you have to worry about, oh man, if I mess up, we're even farther in the hole. But I still have to make these plays so we can get out of the hole. And it's just very tough to do.
Yeah. Kind of a spaghetti festival of a Game 4 there. But unfortunately, that's going to be VoiD and Cosmos dropping down to the losers bracket. MkLeo and Anti making it to winners finals as expected by the seeding. They were the 2nd seeded team in the whole thing. So props to them. We'll be seeing more of them in a bit. But now we're going to take a trip over to the losers bracket side of things.
And do you know who we have in losers bracket?
I heard a Bayonetta pick, so I would assume that is Oh, we're doing winners finals right now. All right.
Wow.
So
never mind.
All right. Going right on through. So it's going to be Mars and Kool-Aid versus MkLeo and Anti. Just going to be sitting in the hot seat. They've been there for a minute already. I heard Pac-Man from Kool-Aid.
Don't pick Pac-Man. Like, if you're listening, put that away. I saw it at Collision. Did you watch the set?
Oh, wait. It wasn't even Kool-Aid. He's right here. He just walked past us.
Around.
Okay.
So,
well, sure.
That point can be thrown out the window now. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it's just someone trolling on stage.
I really thought that he was sitting down. He was about to break out Pac-Man Game 1. Like, why?
I wouldn't be too shocked, if I'm being real, because sometimes that surprise factor is all you need. Everybody knows how to fight Sheik at this point in the metagame.
That's true.
Pac-Man, still a lot of question marks out there.
Still have matchup inexperience, and we are almost 4 full years into the game's life. It can still sneak up on people just because you don't see those characters often. So.
Exactly.